On this third episode of the ongoing series of the Track and Scenery Edition, I'm going to be finishing up the wires on one side of the track and explaining some information on why I'm running jumpers. Hello HO Race fans, this is Kevin Vito Man 50, where we'll help you with tech, tips, and solutions with online video. If you're new to this channel, thanks for stopping by and definitely subscribe. We do videos like builds, information, and performance upgrades. Now on to the video. Okay, I had a question on one of my videos, I think it was on the second video for all the wiring, why I actually put jumpers in the track. What happens is I'm running the track from here. There's no plugs or anything in here. I'm running it from wiring underneath the track. I've wired it underneath the track. You can see some of the wiring here under the track. Okay. What I did is I had, I soldered the first couple, didn't work out too good. I had Eric, one of the guys that's in our little bit of a race club that we have here, solder up some track for me. This is what the tracks look like when they're soldered. I showed in the last video where he soldered some of everything, and this is what it looks like. And I took the wire, and what I did is I took some jumper from Radio Shack and screwed them to the bottom of the track, which we've seen that earlier, and took the wiring and ran the first one to that, which ran to the four stations where my stations are on my track. So what we did is everybody kept telling me I should run jumpers because you could tell the track was dying. So what happens is this track is DC current, direct current. So it only travels one way. It doesn't travel like AC current. AC current runs both ways. Alternating current runs both ways. DC current runs one way or the other, whichever way you're pointing the information of the electrical current. So my track is going this way. So what happens is once you get going through the track, you've got all these sections of track here, all the little breaks of the track here, and the track wiring of the track rails is a resistance, and so is all of this where it connects. So a resistance, once you get to a certain spot, the cars will slow down or won't get as much. So my track is actually 22 volts. So, and it's only running like 1.5 amps. So it's not running a lot of amps, which it's recommended to run a little more amps. But I'm only running 22 volts with 1.5 amps off a regular, what they call wall wart, which is a direct plug into the wall power pack. So what happens is once you get around certain parts of the track, going around, you'll see the car kind of dying a little bit in spots as you're going around the track. So what we did is I went ahead after me and Eric talked a lot about it. He made me, again, my jumper tracks, which is just another one of these here, and we put it here. So there's the original spot of the track where it's powered is here. So we ended up going all the way around and putting it, this is pretty much dead center. This area right here is dead center. Right here is dead center of the whole track. So what we did is I put another power unit track here. Okay, so when I did that, it made a huge difference in the track on how it ran. Going down this straightaway here, going into the double S's over here, coming down through here, and going into what I considered my double S's here, the car, I had to learn to drive over again because the cars are going through this section like it was a brand new, track again. So everyone kept telling me I need to run jumpers. People tell every 15 connections of the track, like say this is a track connection here again, and like I said here, everybody said every 15 connections or 15 foot or whatever. I went ahead and that's what I showed you, what I did for jumpers at this section here, right here, and this section here, right here. So I ran a jumper here, which is actually jumped to this one, and this one's jumped to the wiring. I got all my wiring is in this section here and right here in this section here. So I've got all my jumper wiring from the main wiring over to here and here, which comes back to this one, and then this one jumps to this one. And I got the two jumpers over there. So now I have extremely clean power going around here, over the corner, and over to the jumper over here, which this is the jumper right here, the first jumper. And then it goes again around here to the corner, around to here, which is my next jumper. And then around this turn, around here, going in this direction to here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and this is 13. That's where my next jumper is. Then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to the next jumper. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to the next jumper. And then the next one I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to this jumper. There'll be a jumper right here. I haven't put it in yet. I've been kind of busy. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 will be my next jumper. So we're averaging 11 to 12 sections of track. And then again, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is the other jumper. So between 11 or 12, because it'll be 11 here and this will be 12, same over here, 12, 13, and so on around the track. So we're 11 to 12 sections of track to the next jumper. And so far, the far end over here, this end of the track, from this jumper to this jumper, is extremely clean. This part of the track is running extremely clean. It's running with no power loss. After we come to this jumper here and come back around this way, we start losing power. You can feel it. You can actually see it now. I didn't really see it before. Around this section here. So around the back side here, all the way back around here, until it gets about right up in here somewhere, and then you can start feeling the car getting power again that way. That's why you should run jumpers. Jumpers help the track run cleaner. The sections you have jumpers on, to the one section to the next, is a power loss. When that power loss is, and you leave it that way going all the way around the track, it's always recommended to come back with another jumper in the track somewhere to make sure you have clean power running around the track. I didn't realize it myself. I've ran without that for years and never realized it until I put that first jumper in the middle. Once I put that first jumper in the middle, I ain't going back. So that's a little explanation. DC current goes one way. You have to run it around because the rails are a resistance. And each one of these sections of track where the two tracks come together is a little resistance. So with that resistance disappearing with all the jumpers I have, the track is running at full power all the way around the track now. I hope that explains everything to everyone, why I went this route and why I'm actually going to doing what I'm doing with the jumpers. Okay, we're under the table for hopefully the last time for the next couple, about a week or two. Just to show you guys just a little bit under the table again. This is the far end one that comes around the main turn to this one. Now this one's going this way, so these wires and the ones that come around here, these come around here like this, come down through here and over to here are opposite. This one's going this way, this one's coming this way, so these have to be in opposite directions. Okay? In other words, if you get them wrong and you get them both in the same direction, the track won't turn on. Be careful, because you could burn up either a power pack or whatever. But this comes to here, and you see these are the ones I got from Radio Shack, and then it comes down through here, through this hole here, which is right here, comes over here and goes to this one, and this one here goes to this set of jumpers here, and then this is the main jumper coming from the other side of the table. Now we ended up I bought some styrofoam underneath the table. It's from Home Depot. It's probably about, I think, a little more than 3/4 or a little bit less than 3/4, 9/16. Stuff works pretty good. I put that on there and it seems like it's quieted the track down a little bit too. It's quieted the table down. It doesn't sound so hollow. So what we did is we come over here. Now I did drill these holes for the tubes coming across, but we found out the wire was a pain in the butt to get through. If you use 3/4, you could probably get away with it, but I wasn't worried about it. But this is the main ones coming through here, and this one goes, this one here is this set here, over here, going across over here, and those go over to the other jumpers on that side, the other connection on that side. That's this one here. So I took all this over, across here, through this hole, all the way over to here, and it goes into that one. And then this one, the same thing. It's lane 2. I said 1, it's lane 2. This is lane 3. And these two, this is the stuff coming off of lane 2. These are the two coming off of lane 3. I jumped them from here over around to the other side to here, is what I did. I just jumped them over to here. I hooked them here. Same with this one. Ran those together. These are the main ones that went over to, this one here is the one going over to the where the controller hooks up, and then these go across, and then these two right here, these are the two for this side, these are the two for that side. They all come over here, all 8 of them, which is this pack right here, comes over to here. So that's the one connection running this one and that one. A little bit of extra wiring. I'll have to kind of get this fixed up, but at least now these are not hanging down as far as everything else was. So I just want to show you that, how I hooked all that stuff up, okay? And like I said, we hooked a styrofoam up and it seemed to quiet the track down. So if you got a hollow board like I did, you know, where it's hollow on the bottom, where it ain't, you know, it's like this, and just put that in there, it seems to quiet it down. Okay, as you see, I'm not a very good wiring expert. I'm decent at it. I kind of know the principles and everything, but I'm not an expert. To get the wires together like I did is best. I didn't put it through the tubes because it was hard to go through all the wires through the conduit. Like I said, you could probably use 1 3/4 PVC would probably worked okay, but you don't want to drill too much out of the 2x4s. So hope everybody enjoyed that, and now I hope the principle of the direction of how the electricity goes and why I did the jumpers was good enough to explain to everybody. Okay, everybody please like and subscribe. If you're new to this channel, subscribe. I don't know why. If you're not subscribed, I don't understand why, because I hope I'm giving out the good enough information. Next videos are going to be again about my working on the track, trying to get all the jumpers finished, and try to get most of the scenery, start getting the scenery started. Okay, everybody have a good day, and keep your pin in the slot.